Hey guys, it's Destiny. So today I'm coming to you with my blog in a vlog. Everything that I'm talking about I probably wrote in a blog, which you can check out my blog in the description bar, and I'll put the name of my blog right here. Ah, beautiful. Lost in a City Full of Dreams.blogspot.com. You can check that out if you're into reading, but if you're not into reading, then this video is perfect for you. There you go. I'll just start at the beginning. So I went on my first date when I was 18. I'm 20 now, but I was just kind of a really late bloomer. Like, I liked guys, but I just was super nervous, and I wasn't really, I took it like this, I wasn't really like the pretty girl in high school. Like, I was kind of eccentric and loud and creative. Like, that's kind of who I was. And so, like, guys didn't really pay me much attention. I mean, there were a few that paid me attention, but for the most part, your girl was not lucking out with the male species. Okay. So, like, I just, like, all the girls that would post pictures on Facebook, I guess in MySpace at the time, Facebook, MySpace, and Instagram, would, like, go on these dates and stuff, and, you know, I never did. I never went on dates in high school. So, I think it was my senior year. It was my senior year of high school because I was 18 my senior year. And, I just was so, like, determined to go on a date. And at the end of my senior year, I really wanted a boyfriend. I didn't date in high school. Like, I was a really, really late bloomer. Like, I had, at least in this department, I, like, had my first kiss when I was 17. Like, really, really late. And mostly out of choice, honestly. But then again, I told you I didn't look out in the male department. So, my friend had a picture of me or something, and this guy saw it, and he was like, hey, she's really cute, can I have her number? And, like, that's what everybody thinks until they meet me. Okay. But he was like, she's really cute, can I have her number? And my friend was like, hey, can I give this guy your number? She texted me, and I was like, yeah, of course, like, whatever, right? Every girl loves an ego boost, and I enjoy conversation, and I like meeting new people. So I was like, yeah, sure, give him my number. And so, like, we started talking, and honestly, he was kind of boring and, like, not somebody, like, he was country, and that sounds so stupid. Like, I'm down for, like, the hot country, like, freaking throwing hay on a truck and, like, dripping sweat and, you know, like a Luke Bryan music video, okay? And, like, I'm down for that, but this was, like, redneck country, like, camo wearing, hat wearing, but then I was like, that could be kind of cute, you know, but that's beside the point. We were, like, texting, and he wasn't somebody that I would be interested into, but I was so determined to go on a date my senior year, like, a real freaking date. This wasn't even a real freaking date, it's the worst part, but I was so determined to go on a real date with somebody, you know? And so, like, we were texting, and he was really boring, like I said, and not funny, and just, like, I couldn't tell if he liked me, because he was just, like, boring and awful, and, hey, can I, like, take you out? Or, like, maybe he said hang out, I don't know. This was 2 years ago, guys, or a year and a half ago. I think it was 2 years ago. It was 2 years ago. And so he was like, can I take you out? And I was like, yeah, that sounds like a great idea. Like, what do you want to do? And this is where I just should have shut him down. I should have just shut this entire plan down. I'm just, my eye. He was like, for some odd reason, this is another red flag that should have been just, you know, like, waving hi. So he said, what do you want to do? And then I responded with I don't know, you know, stupid girl stuff. And the second red flag that was waving was, he was like, so why don't we go to the mall? And, like, in my head I'm thinking, like, is that really, like, a date, like, to the mall? But I'm 18, your girl's never been on a date, so, like, this could totally be a good place for a date. I live in a really small town, and so to get to anything that's, like, worth getting to, you have to travel, like, 20 to 30 minutes to get to it. And so he was like, he suggested this mall that's, like, a few towns over that is really big, and there's, like, an aquarium in it, and there's, like, a Dave & Buster's in it, and there's, like, restaurants. Like, it's a good mall, I guess, to have a date in. And so he suggested that one, and I was like, okay, like, that could be a good date, like, that could work, you know? And so, like, after he, like, was texting me and was like, okay, well, we'll go to this mall or whatever, and, like, he suggested a good mall, and I was, like, giving him the benefit of the doubt, because he could totally have something planned, you know? He was like, well, can I pick you up? And in my heart, like, I'm melting, because I'm a freaking senior in high school. Like, my heart is melting because some guy wants to pick me up because I've never had that done for me. And so, like, I'm freaking swoon, you know? Like, I'm just like, yes, oh my gosh, of course you can, you know? That's kind of how I was. And so I was like, okay, well, that makes up for him saying he wants to go to a mall for a date and asking what to do. So, like, okay, so we're like canceling out the negatives here. And so he asked me, and he's like, yeah. And so he gets to my house. He texted me and said, here. At the time, I did not realize how big of a deal that was. But he texts me, and I'm freaking stupid because I've never been on a date before. And I'm like, okay, bye, I'm gonna go on my date. And nobody says anything to me. So I go, and he doesn't open my door. Oh my gosh, I was such a stupid girl. I'm a true feminist, and I believe in, like, us both being equal in, like, splitting the check or taking the check one day and giving it to the other. Like, I totally believe in all of that. But I'm also a princess. But anyways, so he texts me to come outside. I come outside, which I shouldn't have. I should have been like, nigga, no. But I did. I went outside. And I opened my own door. What? No. I get in, but I'm still oblivious. So, like, I'm totally excited. I get in, and I'm like, hi, how are you? Like, small talk. And, like, we start talking. Okay, well, no. We don't. Me and him don't start talking. He starts talking at me about work, and I'm like, that's cool, but you were supposed to engage in conversation together. And every time I tried to engage or, like, kind of talk about myself a little bit, he cut me off. He cut me off every time I tried to freaking talk. That's not how a date works. Okay, so whatever. I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt again because I'm like, well, he could be super nervous. Some people talk a lot when they're nervous. Like, I totally understand. I'm nervous too, except I just play it off very well. So, like, whatever, I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt. And, like, we start driving, and he goes, so, what's the closest mall to here? And I'm like, I have no idea. And, like, I know that the mall that he originally planned on taking us to is not the closest mall to my house. But, like, there's no other mall that would be, like, acceptable for a date, you know? And so he's just kind of, like, puts it into the GPS. And we end up going to not the large mall that we were originally supposed to go to that would have actually been possibly, maybe not, a good date scenario. And we go to a smaller mall that should not be a dating mall, a mall for dates. But I'm, again, because I'm oblivious and stupid, giving him the benefit of the doubt and thinking, you know, maybe he, like, has a place that he prefers to eat over there because there's some good restaurants in the mall that we went to. So we get to the mall and we're walking and we're walking and we're walking, awkwardly talking, walking. Like, I feel like those old women at, like, the morning, like, Saturday mornings that, like, mall walk, you know, for exercise. Like, we're young. We don't need to do that. Why is this happening right now? But anyway, so that's what we're doing. For about 20 minutes to an hour, we're awkwardly walking together. And eventually, he's like, hey, do you want to go into Belk? No, I don't want to go into Belk. Yeah, sure, let's go into Belk. So we awkwardly go into Belk, and we're looking at freaking house appliances. Like, maybe the second date we can look at house appliances, but not the first one. Like, I don't even know you. Never mind am I trying to buy matching freaking towels with our initials on them. Like, no. We're doing that. It's awkward because the mall is busy and there's no rhyme or reason to why we're in freaking the Belk home appliance section. And so, like, we're doing that awkward, like, walk-in talk because, like, there's aisles and there's people and we want to, like, stay next to each other because we're having a conversation, but we don't want to be too close to each other because we don't know each other like that. And so we're doing, like, this awkward mall walk-a-jig. And then we're also trying to not put like push one in front of the other, so we're in like a line formation because that's awkward too while we're trying to talk to each other. Like, hey, yeah, blah blah blah, you know, like that's awkward. And then we walk out of Belk and he's like, hey, let's go into Sears. Why are we looking at home appliances? Well, we upgraded a little bit from the home appliances. We're now looking at lawnmowers and workout equipment. Like, I guess if you're into that, when you're dating somebody, not the first date. So we're awkwardly looking at that. And then, mind you, this entire time he's talking at me, not letting me get a word in wise. And honestly, when girls go on dates, they want to talk about themselves. They don't really care about you. You're going on the date to get to know the girl. The girl's not really going on the date to get to know you. She's seeing, you know, if you're a good listener. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. But, so like, he's talking the entire time. Like, I did not get a word in edgewise. He doesn't know anything about me. Like, I don't even know if he knows my name, you know? Like, he just doesn't, he did not care to get to know anything about me. But I'm just kind of like, okay, well, maybe he's nervous, you know? Like, trying to keep, like, giving the benefit of the doubt to him, which I'm now getting fed up with. Like, he's not about to get the benefit of the doubt anymore. He's about to get these hands. Just kidding. We're awkwardly looking at lawn furniture and lawnmowers and workout equipment. I don't understand. And then he starts talking about his ex-girlfriend. No, his ex-fiance. Okay, the red flag is waving. Hey, you're an idiot. Why'd you come on this date? Your instincts told you no, but you went anyways. Desperate, thirsty. And so he starts talking about his fiance and how he was in love with her and she cheated on him and she played him and he would have done anything for her and she was such a good person and like blah 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 blah. And like that's cool to talk about if you're not on a first date. And you definitely don't say on the first date that you're still in love with her. Why are we on this date then? I'm sorry, am I a rebound? I'm a rebound. Okay, you ain't getting no booty tonight. And so, like, I'm not going to be a douche to this freaking poor guy that's clearly heartbroken and clearly trying to play rebound with me, but that ain't going to work, honey. Boo-boo, no, it ain't. It ain't going to work. Like, being nice about it and being like, oh, like, I'm sorry or whatever. And so, we get out of here and we start walking again, and he's like, so, are you hungry? And I'm like, yeah, like, I could totally go for, like, a burger or something. And he was like, yeah, me too. So are we gonna get some food or not? Nope, we don't. Not at all. Okay, at this point, it's like 7:30, 8 o'clock, and I'm like, your girl is hungry. I purposely didn't eat food before I came on this date with you because typically on a date you go to dinner, like, and he doesn't even have to buy it. Like, he did not even have to pay for it, but like just to casually sit down and eat food with somebody and get to know them, it doesn't even have to be dinner. It could have been yogurt, it could have been ice cream, it could have been some freaking fruit, like anything. But he was like, yeah, me too. So are we gonna do something about that, or what does me too mean? Because your girl's hungry. Doesn't ever bring it up again. What? Like in my head, I'm thinking, you know, whenever I see Instagram pictures or Facebook or MySpace pictures, they're always like going out to eat with my boyfriend, going out to eat, picture of them across the table, sort of being like, yay, dinner was so fun with my significant other. Went on a date, took me to the Cheesecake Factory. Went on a date, took me to McDonald's. Whatever. Okay, awful date. He suggests that we go home. Best decision that he's made all night. I'm like, I'm ready like to freaking sprint to the car, you know? And so we get into the car and we're talking and we're still talking about his ex-girlfriend / fiance, like, awkward. So we're still talking about that. And then all of a sudden, he's like, do you want to hear the song that reminds me of of her? No, we're on a date. Of course I don't. And he plays Here Comes Goodbye by Rascal Flatts. Let me just play this song for you. But not only does he play this song because because that wasn't enough. He sings it. Awful. But it gets better, guys. It gets better than that. He's singing this to me. It reminds him of his fiancée. Now, as he's singing this song, he starts to cry. I'm not kidding. Okay, now, he doesn't like start bawling, but he is singing it, and he's going, here comes goodbye. Here, whatever the freaking song says. Here comes the last. This reminds me of her. I'm literally laughing inside my head. I'm like, okay, like, where's Ashton? You know, looking behind the seat. Better yet, you know, where's my friends? Hitting camera, where are you at? Because this is a joke. Huh? Where's my gift card? You know what I'm saying? Like, for lasting this long. No, this wasn't a joke, guys. This was real. I experienced it. It was awful. It was my first date. What? And so we get, after he's done crying and breaking down, I just kind of like, oh, I'm sorry that, like, you had to go through that. Like, you're such a good guy, right? So I get back to my house. He drops me off, doesn't open my door, doesn't walk me to my door. Like, I'm so done with him by now. You know, he, like, leans over, and he looks like he's about to go in for a kiss. But I, like, swerve, like I'm on the football team. And I'm like, oh my gosh, thank you so much. I had so much fun. I'll text you later. Bye. And get out and freaking run in the house. So, guys, that was my first date. I hope you liked my story and that nobody ever has to experience what I experienced. But if you did, the benefit of that is that you will be able to talk about it with other people and make them not feel, I don't know where I was going with that. I don't know where I was going with that. Other than that, I'll have a good story for my grandkids or my kids. I don't know. But I hope that you guys enjoyed this. And if you guys liked these videos, make sure to like, just give me a thumbs up or put down in the comments that you enjoyed videos. And if you didn't like them, just let me know because I won't make them anymore. I guess that's all. I hope you guys have an awesome day and stay classy. Bye, guys. Here comes goodbye.